Welcome back to the video series presentation of the HVAC and Plumbers Pack service software for QuickBooks. In this presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about how to go about searching for new service software. Now, everyone likes to go to Google to start their search. Searching for service software can get very confusing when you're using Google. The results that you find may not really address your company's specific needs. So a better place to start would be by asking some specific questions like these. Number 1, do we use QuickBooks? Number 2, do we plan to continue using QuickBooks? And number 3, if we do plan to continue using QuickBooks, would we even consider buying another billing and bookkeeping program in addition to our QuickBooks? Now, if you're like most QuickBooks users, their answers are typically like this. Using QuickBooks, plan to continue to use QuickBooks, and there's no reason for us to buy another billing and accounting program when we already have QuickBooks. That would be duplication, obviously, to have 2 accounting programs. There are 3 types of service software programs that will work with your QuickBooks. Number 1, you can find a service software program that your company purchases and plugs seamlessly directly into your QuickBooks. Number 2, you can also find software that your company purchases, but it also has its own billing and accounting software built into it. This is referred to as all-in-one software. QuickBooks is not really needed, but if you do have QuickBooks, it's possible to plug it into the QuickBooks. The third is cloud-based software, and this is very popular on the internet. You don't own the software, you have to rent the software every month, and you use your internet to connect to their computers out on the cloud. The first type of service software that you own and install on your own computers is the HVAC and Plumbers Pack software that seamlessly connects directly into your QuickBooks. It's a simple and seamless connection, and there's no duplication because QuickBooks is still your billing and accounting program. The HVAC and Plumbers Pack solution from Fireline System also gives you tremendous flexibility for both the office and field access over the internet. In the office, you can have 1 or more people connected accessing the system at the same time with scheduling, customer history, etc., and have the capability to be able to push this information paperlessly directly out to your service technicians in the field with either Android or Apple tablets or smartphones. In addition to that, if you would like remote internet cloud-based access, you also have the capability to work either from home or a service manager possibly working from the field, accessing information directly from your office as well. The second type are the generic all-in-one service programs. Again, they have their own billing and accounting software built right into them. You do not need to have QuickBooks to use this type of software. But if you do decide to use this software with QuickBooks, you have to maintain 2 bookkeeping and accounting software programs. You'll export your customers and your items out of QuickBooks. You do your billing and your cash receipts in their software, not in QuickBooks. And then you end up importing the invoices from their software into your QuickBooks. Any errors or corrections need to be made in your QuickBooks. And then, of course, you have to manage and balance out 2 different bookkeeping programs on a monthly basis for bank reconciliation and tax accounting purposes. The third type of service software that's available today is the internet cloud-based service programs. Now, with these programs, you're really just renting the software. You never really own the software itself. You're basically just plugging directly into it over the internet with your computer. It's a monthly fee. I call it a forever fee because it appears inexpensive at first, but from the standpoint of using it for 3 to 4 to 5 years, it can get very, very expensive over the long term. If you ever stop using that software, you may have access to the backup, but you don't have access to the software, so you really don't have access to your customer history going forward. You're 100% depending on the internet if you have a lost connection or if you have a slow connection over the internet. Really difficult to run a service business if you can't get access to your customer information very quickly. Now, you will be billing your customers using their software, not QuickBooks, and therefore you're going to have to import or sync their information directly into your QuickBooks, and you'll have to resolve or fix any import or sync errors in your QuickBooks. And then security protection for your data, well, you pretty much have to rely on the fact that it's up to that software company to protect your customers' information. So in summary, which is the best fit for your company? A service software program that seamlessly plugs directly into your QuickBooks like the HVAC and Plumbers Pack service software? A generic all-in-one service program that has its own proprietary billing and accounting software included with it? Or an internet cloud-based program where you're accessing it directly over the internet? To schedule a free personal demonstration of the HVAC and Plumbers Pack software, give us a call at 800-890-8614 or reach us on the web at hvacpack.com.